Spike Lee.
I've been very fortunate to do most of the films that I wanted to do, and I've been very aware that I did not want to become pigeonholed as the type of films that people expect me to do, so I try to switch it up. Tuscany, Italy will have a great presence in this film. I've been coming to Italy since 1986, and often Italian journalists will ask me when would I make a film in Italy? And my answer always was, when I find the right story. And I've always also, on the other hand, I've wanted to do a World War II film. So with this book written by James McBride called Miracle of St. Anna, it provides both. Deals with Tuscany, World War II, 1944, the Buffalo Soldiers, where there's the black soldiers, 92nd Division, the fascists, Mussolini, Hitler, the Partigianis, the Nazis, the massacre at St. Anna. So all these elements are a part of the film. And will be shot here with the all-Italian production crew and international cast.
Spike Lee, 41esimo Premio Maestri del Cinema, consegna il premio Stefania Sandrelli.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. I think that human beings instinctively know the difference between good and bad, right and wrong. And so I think that while people come to my films looking at these moral decisions that the characters have to make, hopefully if we've done our jobs as filmmakers, the audience upon leaving the film will start to become introspective and think about the choices they've had to make over their lives. Whether it's not just a filmmaker, I mean, whoever you are, if you're a human being, you've been in positions in your life where you had to make a moral choice, either to advance your career, for money, for love, whatever. You've had instances where you had to make a moral choice. So for me, what I find interesting is the decisions people make, and then also the follow-up. What are the ramifications of those choices? Compared myself to Billy Wilder, I said he was one of my favorite filmmakers, and I also said that he was, for me, one of the masters at balancing humor with drama. And it's like one of these people from the circus where they have like 10 plates. You know, when you spin the plates, and they go plate to plate to plate and keep spinning them so they don't crash to the floor. That's really not just what I do, what a filmmaker does, balancing humor and drama, but I think that would be a good analogy of what a filmmaker does in general. I think that making even an average film is a very hard thing to do. I mean, painting, I mean, so many of the arts are just you with a pen, a brush, clay, that's it. But with a filmmaker, there's so many people involved. With filmmaking, there's so many people involved. You know, there's so much money it takes. It takes a lot of money to make a film. So therefore, you had that eternal conflict between art and commerce. And very rarely does art win over commerce. So it's always a battle to try to get the two to work in harmony, in concert. When the Levees Broke was the third documentary I've done. The first one was called Four Little Girls and Jim Brown All American. And I felt that it was important that I find the people, the witnesses, the people who went through this horrific experience. I did not want to dramatize it. I did not want to have actors playing these people. I wanted to get the real people and let them tell their stories. As a historical document on the failure of the United States government with Hurricane Katrina and the devastation it did to the Gulf Coast region. Ironically, I was in Venice for the Venice Film Festival when Hurricane Katrina hit. And usually when I'm in the Venice Film Festival, I try to see as many films as I can and just explore the beautiful city that it is. For that particular trip, most of the time I spent was in front of my television set in my hotel room, flipping back and forth between CNN and the BBC. And I kept wondering, when is the United States government going to come to the rescue? Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. They didn't show up till day 5. And that is when I decided to do this documentary, because I wanted to talk to those people who were holding up signs saying help on the roofs of their homes, waving to the helicopters that were flying by, people who had lost their daughters, their sons, their husbands, their wives, their relatives who were drowned. That's the story I wanted to tell.